Hey guys, welcome back to STA Farms. So on today's video, what we have going on is we are going to install an automatic chicken coop door on our chicken coop where we have, as Brandy calls them, the teenage chickens. So we're going to see if we can get this unboxed, get it put on the coop, and maybe even let the teenage chickens out for a little bit today. So y'all hang with us, we'll see what we can get done. Alright guys, this right here is what's called the automatic pullet door, I believe. P-U-L-L-E-T. Maybe two T's, I'm not sure. But anyways, we're not sponsored by them, but we had purchased one of these probably about 10 years ago and we absolutely loved it. It's the best automatic door that we have found. If y'all found one that you think that's really good, leave it in the comments below. But on the other automatic doors, what you have is you have basically a gear and it lifts the door up and then pushes it down. Now you've seen in one of our prior videos from last year where we installed a door like that on our mobile chicken coop, and that door is good, but it does sometimes get in a bind, especially whenever it's wet. It causes the wood to like expand and contract, and sometimes it will bind. The plastic ones that we found from Amazon, we ordered one time, junk. Don't even waste your money on the one, at least not the one we got. But this door, you'll see it opens out. It don't go up and down, it opens out. So we're gonna get it unboxed here and then try to get it on there. All right guys, so when you get it, we got the option for a solar. So right there's your solar panel. Here's your hardware. This is your battery.
And your ICTV. And your ICTV.
This is your door. Now when you order this, you can get right-handed or left-handed.
Here's one.
Oh, thank you. You can get right-handed or left-handed doors. You just choose
Bobby,
that based on how you want it to open.
Nanny,
so
there's another
we wanted
box.
ours to open. If you're facing it, it'd be opening to your left. But you can get it where they open to your right. You just specify whenever you order. So we're gonna get all this taken out and then try to get it on the coop. All right guys, so we're over here at the chicken coop and this here is our door. So that door, this is the chicken coop that we've had the same door on in the past. So I've already cut the hole out, but what you do if you're installing it on a new one is you just measure the size of your door, pencil it out, and then cut it out. But it should fit right in here. Now we have this board here because the last time we had chickens in here a few years ago, something was getting in here and we just blocked them from going in here. We think we've got that problem remedied now. And so what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be taking this board here off, and then the holes and everything for the automatic pullet door, it should line up. So we'll see if they do. Alright guys, so right here as you can see it says photo sensor. So this automatic door, we got the option that it goes off light, so whenever it gets so dark it'll close, whenever it gets so light it will open, and you can adjust that. The last one we had, we put a little bit of electric tape on it, so it opened and closed, or so it closed sooner and opened later. But anyways, you can just kind of adjust that. But you've got your photo sensor here, and then obviously this right here is your battery hookup. I already have a place made inside to store the battery and all that, and we'll show that here in a second. But I'm gonna get these cords unwound and get them run to where I need them, and then we're gonna have to hook the battery up so the door opens so that I can put the bolts in there. So let's get that done. All right guys, let me show you what we got inside the coop. Right here's the spot I got for the battery, and then we hook that up and then that door should open. So we've got a battery here, and then of course it's marked red and black. The only thing I'm not sure of, I'm gonna have to read on the instructions, is what in the world this here is for. It's obviously got a fuse on it, but I do not know where that goes. So let me read the instructions. Let me read the instructions real quick and we'll see if we can figure it out. All right guys, I figured it out. So this is a fuse that goes on the battery like that. So, and then as you can see, I have a spot already made here to store this battery. It just sits right up there like that, which I'll need to screw or nail that in a little bit so it gets tighter. But anyways, that should work for that. So I'm gonna get the battery hooked up here, and then the door should open.
Yeah. Where it wasn't completely level.
Poppy.
Alright guys, as you can see how that works.
There's a peanut.
I see that. Now I gotta figure out where my holes. Right there's one of them. Apparently I don't have one over here.
You do?
Where?
You do.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
My pet. Poppy. No. Poppy, you had to humble it.
Screw that one in.
It stays in.
Good job. Good job.
Yay, Casey.
Alright guys, it comes with this magnet here, and this is how you override the door. So you put it on the red and it shuts, you put it on the green and it opens. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut it, clean it off here first. I'm going to shut it, and then we're going to get it the rest of the way done.
Poppy, are you hitting this?
And then I'm just going to put the magnet up here, and then we'll override it, and then it'll go back to the photo sensor. Alright, so this comes with these little clips that you use for your wire. I'm going to get the inside wire for the battery. I'm going to get it put up out of the way where the chickens won't be able to get to it or bother it.
All right. So zip tied, braced. There's the wire, and there's the piece that he just screwed in.
All right, guys, so we've got the battery put in place where we want it. And as you've seen, we've got the door open. We've got this solar panel, and we just keep it on top here of the coop. And we've got quite a bit of trees up through here. We really need to trim them up, but no more sun than what it's going to take to keep this battery charged. It will be fine. So I'm going to get this hooked up to the battery, and then we should be pretty much good to go. So let's get it done. Okay. All right, guys. So this right here is the photo sensor, and just based on experience from the last time, we're going to end up putting some electric tape on here because we want it to close and open. If you put the tape on here, to close sooner, and then it will open later. And that's just for, we're kind of at the edge of the woods here, and that's just for predators. So that's how we like to do it. But we're going to get this set up where we want it. All right, guys, I think we've about got it set up. So as you can see right here, this is the battery. We've got it zip tied in. And then over here, we've got our wire going to the battery, got it curled up and screwed in right there so the chickens can't get to it. Then with the sensor, we have the sensor coming out here. It goes up, then it goes this way, and then right there. So we might have to adjust that sensor with some electric tape or move it to get it to open and close when we want it. But that's just going to be trial and error to see. It's gonna be, we're just going to do that by trial and error. So now Casey is wanting to open the door, but before we do that, we need to make sure that the coop is closed, or the run is closed up where they can't get out.
No.
All right, guys, so we've got the solar panel set up and we've got the door installed. The only other thing is to let him open up the door, and then the chickens should be finding their way out.
Watch your leg. It's gonna hit you.
Poppy, this is fine.
All right, guys, so we've got the door in. One feature that this right here has is it will basically, it'll close when it's time for it to close. It will close, and then I believe it's 10 seconds later it will open for like so long, and then it will close again, and that kind of gets the chickens to know if there's one that's left outside, it can still get in the coop. So whenever they hear it, if they hear it close, then they'll know, hey, we need to be getting in the coop, and then it will open again and then close back. But if you ever need to override it manually, like you need to put them up for the day or whatever, it comes with this magnet. And on the part here, on this door here, there's a red circle and a green circle. See the red circle? That will close it. The green circle will open it. So what you do is you just put the magnet on the red and hold it there, and it closes. And then when you want to open it back up, you put the magnet on the green and it opens it back up, and then it gets back to the photo sensor. You can get these in different sizes. We got the pullet one. They make them for turkeys, and I think they even make them one smaller door. But you can also get them without the solar panel. They're a little bit cheaper, I believe, without that, but we've had this set up in the past, and this is what we like. All right, guys, so that's got our door installed. Like I said earlier in this video, we've had this exact same door in here, so I didn't have to cut out the hole for it, and I already had the holes drilled for the bolts, but that is super simple. They've got instructions that were provided with it if you do buy it, but I did find this in here. It's called Pull It Shut Automatic Chicken and Turkey Doors. But it is well worth the money. But I think with the solar panel, the photo sensor and all that, I want to say it's like $295 or so. But anyway, regardless of what it was, it's under $300. But it is super, super worth the investment. It's the best automatic chicken door opener that we have found. And like I stated earlier, the other ones we've got, the one we got on our last year on our video for automatic coop, or for our mobile coop, it is good, but it's not as good as this. So, but guys, listen, we really appreciate y'all watching, hanging with us on this video. And if you haven't, be sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one. See you guys.
So the